Hi, this is Arthur, and this is a summary and explanation of the story of all main quests released in the game Wuthering Waves version 1.3. Rover gets a message from Yang Yang and meets her at the port city of Guixu. Once there, Yang Yang introduces Yuhu. Yuhu is an antique expert here to investigate an increase in strange artifacts in the market. The Black Shores asked Yang Yang to monitor the area, and Yang Yang invited Rover. There's a bloom bearer nearby, and they go talk to her. Side note, members of the Black Shores are known as bloom bearers. The bloom bearer's name is Nia, and she says there's an abnormal frequency nearby. Nia explains Guixu was destroyed by the lament, and leaving the abnormal frequency alone could cause catastrophe. Side note, the lament refers to a series of disasters that plague the world. A group of Black Shores agents were looking for it, but Nia's lost contact with them. Rover agrees to look into it and investigates. They soon find the agents' dead bodies. Just then a woman appears. The woman says she is Hoda and is the abnormal frequency they're looking for. Hoda says she was a bloom bearer. Suddenly, Hoda tells Rover to run, says Yuhu has what Rover's looking for, and disappears. Yuhu then takes out a glowing object. Yuhu doesn't know what it is, but she and her master thinks it's related to the Black Shores. Yang Yang says the abnormal frequency is hiding inside the object. They continue investigating Guixu when tacit discord suddenly attack. A woman in blue appears and protects them. Rover then wakes up on the shore of an island. Rover explores the island and finds Alto. Turns out Rover has somehow been transported to the headquarters of the Black Shores. Rover tells Alto everything that happened before and takes out the glowing object as Yuhu gave it to her earlier. Alto says the glowing object is a monitoring register used to monitor the Sentinels. Side note, Sentinels are powerful beings that watch over and protect the world. This specific monitoring register seems to have recorded the abnormal frequencies in Guixu. Alto adds the woman in blue is likely the Shorekeeper, the elusive guardian of the Black Shores. Legend has it in times of great adversity, the true leader of the Black Shores will arrive and the Shorekeeper will support them. Alto says the abnormal frequency in this monitoring register should be loaded into the Tethys system for analysis. They leave for a place called the Greenhouse where they can contact Yang Yang. Along the way, Alto explains the Tethys system is a supercomputer. The Black Shores rely on the Tethys system to observe, forewarn, and solve anything lament related. They soon meet a robot and use it to upload the data from the monitoring register into the Tethys system. Rover then uses a beacon to let Yang Yang and Chisha know she's okay. They continue on and meet Monica, another member of the Black Shores, and discuss how the Tethys system is having some problems. They also discuss Hoda before realizing Hoda may have been inside the data they just uploaded. In fact, uploading the data may have been a trick to allow Hoda into the Tethys system. Monica asks Rover to chat with some robots and check on the modulation device in the greenhouse. Rover agrees and speaks with the robots, who say the Tethys system recognizes her before being commanded by the Tethys system to leave. Rover then looks at the nearby modulation device, which is a piano, and sees a vision of the Shorekeeper. Suddenly, the ground starts shaking and Alto calls. Abnormal frequencies have escaped the Tethys system and are using the massive tacitite here to materialize through digital constructs. Side note, the Black Shores headquarters is built on a massive piece of tacitite. Tacitite is a substance that can hold remnant energy and is commonly used in making weapons. Alto asks the rover to help clear the constructs and upload them away into the Tethys system. In the meantime, the Black Shores will try to repair things on their end. As Rover clears the construct, she sees visions of the history of the Black Shores, like the building of their headquarters and how they united to fight the lament. Rover also sees her arrival at the Gorges of Spirits, and it seems the Shorekeeper was there. Rover finishes clearing the constructs and meets with Alto, who is finished with the repairs on his end. Just then, Hoda appears. Alto confirms Hoda was a bloom bearer who died in the lament that destroyed Guixu hundreds of years ago. Alto says Hoda's registered name in the Tethys system is Necrostar. Hoda says she is trapped in a black hole, says Rover is her mentor, and asks her to end this endless cycle. Hoda then disappears and the Shorekeeper arrives. The Shorekeeper confirms she saved Rover back when she was with Yang Yang and Yuhu. Long ago, Rover created the Black Shores and the Shorekeeper helped manage the place. Side note, it's hinted in past quests that Rover has been to this world before, though she currently has no memory of it. Rover then left and the Tethys system became the sole leader of the Black Shores. As the creator of the Black Shores, Rover has access to all its resources and has the ability to solve the Tethys system's current problems. The Shorekeeper then tells Rover the gate to the underground is open and to go there. Rover heads over and descends through the gate, finding herself in an underground building. A robot directs Rover to the data hub and Rover leaves. Rover continues on with periodic help from the Shorekeeper and other robots. Rover soon reaches an open space with a giant structure in the middle and a ceiling that looks like the sky. The Shorekeeper says this is the real Black Shores and the core of the Tethys system. The Shorekeeper is the core computational unit of the Tethys system, meaning she can't leave this place. The Shorekeeper Rover has been talking to is just a projection. The Shorekeeper's real body is somewhere else and is made entirely of sonorospheres, meaning the Shorekeeper is not human. As for the Tethys system, it holds records of every lament across the world, past and future. In the center of the open space is a structure known as the Necrostar. The Necrostar is a black hole. The Tethys system transforms data into stars that fill the ceiling of this place, and discarded data is sent to the Necrostar. The abnormal frequency they found at the beginning of the quest is part of the Necrostar. The Shorekeeper then asks Rover to bring the Necrostar to the modulation hall where she can correct it and fix the Tethys system. Before leaving, the Shorekeeper tells Rover that in the past, Rover has gone by many names like Astral Modulator, Guide of the Civilizations, and Mastermind of the Black Shores. They continue on and meet Beatrice and some other Black Shore agents. Rover helps them seal a gate and contain the Necrostar underground before continuing on. Along the way, the Shorekeeper explains the Necrostar is actually the lament that destroyed Guixu hundreds of years ago. The Shorekeeper adds Rover has retrieved the Necrostar once before, 20 years ago. Rover retrieves the Necrostar's core and Abby shows up. The Shorekeeper says Abby has been with Rover for millions of years. Rover continues on and finds the Shorekeeper's real body. The Shorekeeper then shows a vision of the destruction of Guixu. The Shorekeeper explains the emotions associated with that lament are archived in the Tethys system. They eventually reach the modulation hall and use the Necrostar core to open an entrance to the stellar matrix. A nearby Black Shores agent says they need to enter the matrix and collect Tethys' redirected data to fix everything. The Shorekeeper says she will come too. They head inside the stellar matrix and find it is a simulation of the final moments of Guixu before the lament destroyed it. They continue on and the Shorekeeper explains the Black Shores issued a warning to Guixu before the lament hit and sent personnel to help evacuate. Hoda was one of those Black Shores personnel and died in the lament. They eventually meet Hoda again. Hoda explains that everyone who died in Guixu to the lament's black hole has become part of it. The Tethys system then contained the black hole and turned it into the Necrostar. The Tethys system then used the Necrostar to analyze the lament inside and use that data to predict future laments. In other words, all the victims who died in Guixu have been trapped in the Necrostar ever since Guixu fell. Just then the Tethys system activates the Necrostar simulation again and Hoda asks Rover to free them. The Shorekeeper says it seems the Tethys system has been hiding things and they need to terminate the Necrostar to fix things. They eventually reach the modulation interface, which is a piano, and the black hole. They get attacked by some tacit discords when the Tethys system activates the black hole and tries to suck in Rover. The Shorekeeper saves Rover and gets sucked in instead. Rover and the Shorekeeper then find themselves on a beautiful shore. The Shorekeeper explains this is the deepest part of the Tethys system. They chat a bit and it seems they successfully completed the remodulation. It also seems the Shorekeeper intended on being sucked into the black hole and being trapped here. The Shorekeeper explains the Tethys system needs a core unit capable of feeling emotions to function. If the data from the Necrostar ceases to be that core, the Shorekeeper says she should replace it. Side note, it seems the Tethys system originally sucked Rover in because it wanted Rover to be the new core. The Shorekeeper then gives Rover administrative access to the Tethys system and sends Rover out of the stellar matrix. Once outside, nearby agents say the Tethys system is fixed. Rover tells the agents what happened and they all decide to free the Shorekeeper. Using some in-game logic involving gravity, they locate the Shorekeeper and everyone who died in Guixu. They realize they must fight the Tethys system to save everyone. They form a plan where Rover with her new admin privileges will enter and distract the Tethys system while the agents find the Shorekeeper. Rover re-enters the stellar matrix and requests the Tethys system release everyone. The Tethys system denies the request. It goes on and says that over the last 10,000 years they've averted all potential lament disasters thanks to the calculations from the Tethys system. The Tethys system says the individuals sacrificed are inconsequential to the common good it provides. Rover disagrees. Rover insists on freeing the Shorekeeper and the Tethys system tries to fight her. Rover fights through and eventually reaches the Shorekeeper again. They then use the modulation interface, which is the piano, to set up a new core and return to the real world together. Once there, the Shorekeeper explains that long ago, Rover established the Black Shores to unite Solaris. Side note, Solaris is the name of their world. The Tethys system somehow already existed, and Rover learned it relied on emotions from the lament to fuel its calculations. However, Rover realized that using a lament to provide data for future laments meant they could only stop laments so long as laments existed. To find a way out of this endless loop and end laments once and for all, Rover left the Black Shores. It seems Rover and the Shorekeeper realized independently that by removing the Necrostar, one of them would have to become the new emotional core. That's when the Shorekeeper came up with her secret plan to save Rover and become the new core, though that doesn't seem to be an issue anymore now that they've fixed things. With her new freedom, the Shorekeeper seems happy. Sometime later, Rover chats with the Shorekeeper, who warns her about Abby. The Shorekeeper also says a more harmonious frequency now serves as the core to the Tethys system, meaning it's working fine and all those trapped in the Necrostar were likely freed. The Shorekeeper adds she'll stay with the Black Shores to watch over them. And that is the end of this quest in this video. If you like what you've seen here, please like, comment, and subscribe.